Woo! Welcome to part 7 of this Lords and Villains playthrough series. It's still astounding to me how ridiculous it is that I'm actually making all of these. I do really hope that by part 7, there are some people watching and following along. If so, please sound off in the comments and let me know. Please encourage me, because I went through and I looked at some other like YouTubers like series on these, and I'm seeing like 17 part series on this game, and like that doesn't like surprise me given how long it takes just to get. I mean, we're on year 2, and this is like the 7th hour of recording, I guess, that we're going for this. And like I mean, this game can, like, there is no like end condition, right? You just keep going till you can't anymore. So I can totally understand like 17 part series on these. Am honestly at this point kind of concerned that that's what this might turn into. I don't want to make any promises I can't keep, but we will definitely see. Anyway, let's take another look at our society here. So our executioner here is still having to spend his own money on food and stuff. Let's actually take a quick look at the executioner. Hildegund. Let's look at their inventory. So they have not that much money. Like 13 silver is not. It's not ain't nothing. But they have something. I'm wondering. Oh, right. We looked at this last time. It's because my cooks aren't producing enough food over here, and I don't know why. It's not like we've added anybody to our like retinue since last time we looked at that. But anyways, we sort of have a list of things that we need to take care of before we start like looking around and doing a bunch of stuff. So the first thing is that we accepted a new farming family. And actually, first thing we should do is let's just go down our family list and make sure that every family like owns some stuff. That like the kind of stuff. So Crayon, Crown. I'm gonna go with Crayon. Is the new family that we just accepted. So they're not gonna own anything quite yet. Everybody else looks like we're good on that. Okay, great. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to make a new farm here for our Crayon family. And I think that the way we want to do it is maybe like this. Let it go off the map. And then, yeah. And then we'll just take this right here and we'll turn this into like more farmland. Let's go ahead and assign this to the crayons. We're going to give it our usual 20-10 resource split. And oh my goodness, we should be so close. Checking on the clergy is definitely one of the first things I want to do in this episode, just to see where they're at. But let's go ahead and do our regular upfront farming management situation. I'm actually going to have them just start making everything. Now that we have a bakery up and running, we do want to get a little bit more. Actually, no. What we're going to do is we're going to turn off these 3 because we're just going to have them go with rye, because we do want to start having a lot more grain production now that we have a bakery. I wouldn't call it up and running, but we're soon to have a bakery. And when we get there, we're going to want to have some grain for them to start making into bread for us. So that all looks pretty good right there. I'm going to give them a house. I'm actually going to put their house over here. Yeah. The Crayon family. Just because I sort of like, this is just like, it's a dumb aesthetic thing, but I sort of like that, like all these farms are like contiguous, and if I put the house over here, for the next farm, I want to build it like over here connected, and I can just like keep building houses. Like they can have like basically a neighborhood and then the farmland that they like commute to. It's not a long commute. They're going to be just fine. But okay, so we got a new farming family set up. Okay, so we have people starving over here. This is it's the clergy. Okay. Oh, look at that. So yeah, John Dominic Micklewayne is now at 100%. So it should be the next Sunday. 4 days until the Sunday service day. On the next Sunday, he should become a monk, and then we can turn him into a bishop. And also, I should address something that I said incorrectly in the last episode. I was just sort of talking, and I said like, oh, now that we have a church, people should start like being able to get married. That's actually not true, because we don't have a minister yet, so people won't start getting married at the church until we have a minister that will be able to marry them. But hopefully, like we were just looking at the clergy here. This Savage Papone over here is pretty close to 100 on reading, writing, consecration. So they should be they'll probably become our minister, and in fact and in fact, that's exactly what I'm going to have them do. Now, we still can't accept the leather workers. We should accept the tanners, although let's take a look at our population real quick, because 122, I do think that even with this new farming family, that's our limit. And actually, let's just take a quick moment to like count real quick and double check. So we have 3, 4. Actually, let's even give them a little more land, since they're a 4-pot family. We'll just give them like another like that right there. So that's like 7. That's another 3, makes it 10. That's another 4. We'll call that 14. Here's another 4. We'll call that 18. We'll call that 22. And then another 7 up here. We'll call that 29. So 29 times 5 is 30 times 5 is 150. So 29 times 5 is 145. So I would say that our max population should be about 145 right now. I don't know why I had 120 in my head. Maybe that was before I added this new 4-pot family. That's probably why. It was 120, then I added a new 4-pot family. We do want to keep, we don't want to get in over our heads, right? Like we just added quite a lot of population, right? We added a 5 population baking family, a 2 population milling family, and a 3 population brewing family over here, and we just want to be wary. So 2 things that we do want to check are, first of all, we're going to need some stone blocks over here. Let's take a look at the accounting report. So they're not per season. Look at that. They produced 48 stone blocks last season. Where are those stone blocks going? Because am I not taxing them? I'm not taxing them. Let's go ahead and change this to a sockage here. I mean, it shouldn't matter. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That was a weird little reset there, but that's fine. There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and change that to a sockage, so we can get some stone blocks on them. I'm actually gonna. Well, they're producing enough stone blocks. I think by the end of next season we should have what we need to get these things set up. My day guard and both my day guards are still needing to spend their own money on food and necessities. It's we have normal meals over here. I guess that's an indication that we need to. I was even saying last episode that I might want to add another cook, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Although I do want more here. Let's take this family and let's make them my servants. Dion, yeah, no, the Alpine family. Hopefully, okay, yeah. I think we're gonna take 3 servants, and then we're gonna send 1 to the clergy. There we go. And especially now that the clergy will start collecting taxes, probably starting on this next season, we can really start growing their numbers a little bit, now that we don't have to like keep an eye on them and support them. And honestly, this clergy hasn't, I guess maybe because there's only like 3 or 4 of them, they really haven't been that hard to support though. Let's just make sure real quick that they don't need to stay at the inn. Wait, how many? There's no, there's room in the beds over there for him. Okay, so that's totally fine. So now we should have. Oh, you know what? I think I noticed somewhere. Sorry, I'm bouncing around. I should keep this. I was thinking about this in between recordings. I'm going to start keeping it on 3 speed right now, because I was listening back to my other recordings, and like I'm talking so quickly, and I think part of that is because there's just so much going on, and I'm bouncing around between one thing and another. And like kind of looking at it, like I actually noticed, like I would say I'm going to do something, and then I would completely forget to do it. And I think I'm already doing that again this episode. So we're just going to try to maybe take it at 4 times speed instead of 8 times speed here, and see if that slows down my speech like rate a little bit, because that probably just makes for like for better like for a better listening experience for you fine folks, all hundreds and hundreds of you who are certainly watching my videos, seven or eight videos in, seven videos in, because you guys are such loyal fans to me. So that being said, I did want to check on a few things. One is I was trying to figure out where the heck like the rope is going from these guys, because they're clearly producing rope. They've produced 13 rope this season. My question is, where is that rope, and why is none of it coming my way? Oh, I do have rope. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna go ahead and give this straight to the millers, because I don't even care about like letting the economy take care of that on its own. I want them to get their thing up and running. I really want them to get their 58 yarn. Okay, we'll give them 58 yarn. Sorry, that's not the millers though. I want them to get their milling situation up and running, because the sooner that they get their milling situation up and running, the sooner we can get our bakery up and running, and that is going to be really good for us. I'm just going to basically go through and give them like everything that they're asking for that I have that I can give them, because yeah, I just really want them to get started, because the sooner that they get started, the sooner that we can the sooner we can see some progress over here in the bakery. And we're not going to see any progress in the bakery until these ovens are built. But you can see they're already collecting. They already have 7 stone blocks. So one more, and they should be able to start building one of those ovens. And they have plenty of money. So I think now it's just a matter of time before this masoning family over here finally builds one more stone block. And then those guys do have to walk like all the way across the map to like go buy it from them. Yeah, because we do have a storefront set up. I'm going to actually go ahead and build another bridge across the waterway here, just like in the middle of the forest, because I do think that I'm looking at the path from like the bakery to the stone mills, and they either have to go all the way like through all this farmland down across this like the fisherman's bridge over here, or all the way up here across. They're probably taking the southern route, but like either way, this is I don't know, like now that our society is like getting bigger and like sort of like straddling the map a lot more, I think it's smart to sort of give them more space. Now I think now is about time to, especially a smaller architecture family like that, I definitely think that we want to do that. So let's go ahead and accept them, and we're going to build them. I think what we want to put them, we want to build them a house like right over here by the carpenters. Can we even like maybe line up the doorway there? No, that's a little too weird for my taste. Let's put them there. We're gonna give this to the architects. Now finally we have the architects. We can start having some fun with building some stuff. Let's go ahead and give them the house for free. And then actually, what's funny is I discovered that the architects, like, so it, hold on. I'm moving too fast. So the Builders Guild and what are we looking for? And the Builders Guild is the zone that requires architecture, and the Carpentry Workshop, where is that, the carpentry shop here, I think that they both actually just require, so they both require a builder's desk and a storefront, and then this is like ground storage and chests, and this is a wooden block and a storefront. So like actually, oh, they don't even need, hold on, I actually don't know why for the, oh no, because that's masonry. I wanted a builder's guild. Right, builder's desk and a storefront. So you can see like the Builder's Guild requires a builder's desk, a storefront, and the carpentry requires a builder's desk and a storefront. So they're actually like the same exact zone, right? So like my template here that I already have for the carpentry can double as the Builder's Guild. All I need to do is just rezone it as a Builders Guild and then assign it to the Harper family over here. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I actually discovered that by accident, but it was like because it was literally just an accident. I just accidentally assigned a builder's an architect to a carpentry shop, and like things were working, and I didn't notice for a long time. Hell yeah. Okay, so we have our monk initiated over here. That is going to be John Dominic Micklewayne, and it is today's a Sunday service day, so it does indeed happen on a Sunday like I thought. And I think after you get your first one, after you get your bishop, he can anoint like people on any other day, but the first one has to happen on a Sunday. But we're 100% going to. I made the huge mistake one time of I didn't realize that the bishop was more important than the minister, and I was like, oh, like hell yeah, like I got my first thing, I'm gonna make him the minister. And the reason is because the minister holds Sunday service at the church for all of your villains. The bishop will hold Sunday service at the chapel, and that's only for the nobility. That's only for like your family and if you have nobles visiting. And so in my head at the time, I was like, well, I want the minister because I don't have any I don't have any nobles visiting, and I don't like really care about like my people like visiting church. So I wanted the ministers so all the villains could go visit church. But then I realized that it's just more important to get the bishop first. Because the bishop allows the clergy to start, well, mostly because the bishop allows the clergy to start collecting taxes every season. So now the clergy will be self-sufficient. And B, because the bishop is the one who's going to be consecrating all of the other like novices when they become monks. So you don't have to wait till a Sunday. At least I think you don't have to wait for Sunday for that to happen. Let's take a look at some of these families over here. We got a mining family of size 3. I don't think that really matters because we already have a mining family of size 3. We have an alchemy family. I mean, we might actually be at the point now where we can start considering taking in artisans. So let's see what we need here for the alchemist's workshop. So they're gonna need stone blocks to make. They're taking ore and making like transmuted gold. I don't know, honestly. I really don't know if this is something that I really know how to play with. I mean, they need a blast furnace that requires an architect, but we just got an architect, so like that should be fine. Oh, honestly, the alchemist workshop also requires an architect. I mean, I guess we do have miners. What I'm hemming and hawing about is like the echinacea and the lavender and the dandelions and stuff. I know that the clergy can build that stuff at the apothecary, I think. Yeah, this home growing pot right here. Because that can build the dandelions, echinacea, lavender, and mushrooms. But I'm not seeing it here at the alchemist's workshop. So I'm not sure if like you have to have an apothecary set up to be producing those things, because you can see here the apothecary consumes all that stuff, but it produces dandelion, echinacea, lavender. If we mouse over the artisan's alchemist's workshop, it consumes that stuff, but it doesn't produce it. So I think even if you gave them, if you like took the home grow pot and stuck it in an alchemist workshop, I don't think they'd really be using it. And we don't have the clergy quite set up for that yet. So I think that we probably can't support the alchemy family, even though that would be like kind of cool. Let's take a look at this mining family. Size of 3, so we probably don't need them. Let's take a look at our food over here. So our thing did disappear that needed to spend own money on like food and goods, so that's actually good. We still have a little bit of like normal meals left over, so I think we're doing all right with our number of cooks, but it is something I think we're like pretty much riding the line on. Let's take a look at so the town hall, I think we want to re-roof with a board roof. I think right now we don't have that. Let's go ahead and okay, we already did that. That's great. Okay, so yeah, so the carpenters are working real good. You can see them making progress on these roofs over here. I think maybe, did we do it on this one? Okay, yeah, we're fine. I am curious where they're currently working, or maybe they're like out of stuff. That's funny and weird how they built one thing in the middle of the stuff. Also, I was really expecting my family to like build that a little more quickly, because I have like I got more servants, right? Like they should be working. How many laborers do I have? I have 5 laborers. They should be making some progress. I don't have any recruits. That's good. Okay. So so this is not great. Somebody's starving. Okay. It's just the clergy. So I think I was wrong, because she's at 100% now. And she's not becoming a monk. So, maybe we have to wait 5 days. So maybe it always only happens on a Sunday. Either way, she's starving, and the clergy hasn't had a chance to collect their taxes yet for the first time. So I'm going to give them like 5 gold. and like just some of the resources that they're looking for, so they don't have to spend their own money on it. And that should hopefully get them to tax payment day. I mean, 5 gold absolutely will get them to tax payment day, when they can start collecting their own resource, like start collecting their own taxes and like be like self-sufficient. The other thing that I do when there's like room for it is I'll just give the clergy like their own warehouse, because they are going to start like collecting like quite a bit of stuff, because like they're collecting, you know, like they're collecting half of the taxes that I'm collecting, but like still like that's quite a bit of taxes. I'm just going to create a warehouse and just rezone it as clergy quarters, and they'll just start keeping their stuff there. So yeah, and they'll go over and build all that stuff. So okay, so I just gave the clergy a bunch of food and stuff, so they're going to be fine. We have a milling family of size 8. Now, I mean, we already have a milling family of size 2. I feel like 8's too many to accept. Like, we just don't need that many millers. I suppose we can take them and turn them into like cooks and servants and stuff, but like, do we need? Like, I feel like we just don't need that. I feel like that's just like straight up unnecessary. So, okay, so let's see. So they finally did build their first oven. Now, did I not give these guys rope? Hold on. Did I not give these guys rope? This is recorded. I could go back and check. I'm going to be so mad. That was me looking over real quick and being like, am I recording? I am definitely recording. I thought I could have sworn I could. Oh, look at that! I'm finally getting steel rods. I'll double check the. Well, they're not asking for rope. To be fair, I don't have any rope. Where the heck did my rope go? Okay, let's look at their. Okay, so they have 4 rope. Why are they not building this? 4 rope. They didn't have the required material. They need wood, plank, stone, and rope. I wish I would tell you which material they don't have. So, like, we know that they have wood. I guess they don't have... They have planks. Wood, plank, stone, and rope. Is it wood that they don't have? There's firewood. There's their stone. There's their rope. I guess it's wood. Wood, plank... Yeah, so they have stone. They have planks. They have rope. They just don't have any wood. And I don't have any to give them. I mean, they have money, so like they should be able to buy some. And I'm gonna assume that like these guys should be selling. These guys should be selling wood up here. What, like one of these 2 families that's like work in the forest. Like they gotta have wood. Well, they have 1. Wow. Okay, that'll happen. That'll happen eventually. It's got to happen eventually. Okay, let's see what else we got going on. Okay, so actually we're in a pretty stable spot right now. I think that going forward, okay, we don't need another tailor. We definitely have enough tailoring going on. Our rope people aren't like hurting for yarn or anything. Or people don't seem to be hurting for clothes. Like I think we're gonna be fine. In fact, we can even tell. Kind of. Actually, yeah, look at that. Like, we're building up sort of a stockpile of clothes and stuff over here. Pretty unnecessarily, I think. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so we definitely don't need another tailor. Now, this sort of area over here, I think I think what we want is another farmer first. What did we say our pop limit was? Like 140? And we're already at 130, so we do need to be a little wary of just, like, popping in other families. Okay, this is good. You can definitely see that the hunters here are you know, they got 6 out of 10 stored animal corpses, so they're definitely doing their job over there. That's good. Yeah. Look at that. We even have a corpse deer right there. I guess it's not owned by anyone, so I'm not sure what's going on there. But he had to spend his own money on food or bed again. Okay. We have a throne here. I actually, in one of the like campaign tutorials, there's something like you can like call a town meeting or something. I forget exactly what you do with the town hall. Maybe the villains just do it on their own. You see the High Council. Well, I don't even have my whole High Council filled out because I don't have a minister yet. So maybe when we get the full High Council, we'll have we'll see what's up with that. Let me see. Here's the Master of Affairs. Let's set another celebration for the last day of autumn. That'll be like their little Thanksgiving situation. That'll be like fun and exciting for them. They had one at the last day of winter, I think, last year. This one will be the last day of autumn, so it's not even a full year in between celebrations, and that should make them happy. Yeah, that should make them happy. Okay, so it looks like we have our architects up here are up and rocking and rolling. Let me see. We already have a masoning family. Now the coin makers, I'd love to accept them, but we need smelters first. And look at this. The masoning family is already starting on our stone paving. So one thing that I want to do now that we have a masoning family is I kind of want to like take the stone road and I kind of want to go through and just like make like roads like sort of about town, you know. It's going to take them a while to like do this, to like actually build all this stuff, because like our masons are just because our masons are supplying the architects with like for like a stone road they need a stone block, right? And you know, we've seen how hard it is already to get our hands on stone blocks. Actually, I should probably not do this because they're going to start consuming all my stone blocks, and I still need some of my other people to like use those. But I can just use like, this is just stone for stone paving, and I'm gonna just do this. Actually, we could leave these. I kind of like those trees in the middle like that. That's actually like kind of pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave those there, and like sort of do it like this around my my little marketplace here. Yeah, I sort of like those trees in the middle. Let's go ahead and do all of this. Yeah. I really like that, and we'll just leave that be for now. That's gonna take them a little while to take care of all that. Mostly because and honestly now actually we might want to start looking for a bigger mining family, because now that we have the miners supplying the masons supplying the architects who are going to be like building a bunch of like stuff for us now. Now that we sort of have that line set up, I feel like a 3-pot mining family and then a 3-pot masoning family might just not be cutting it. I mean, let's actually, let's take a look. Actually, let's take a look at these accounting reports. Let's take a look at. So you can see like last season, like they're really only producing like 42 stone per season. Like that is that's just not enough. We're gonna need them to produce a lot more than that. So I think what we're gonna do is we're going to need to wait for a bigger mining family to come along, and then we'll just take these and we'll make them like our servants or something, like these folks. Maybe send a couple to the clergy. Maybe send like one to the, we'll do like one to the clergy, one to the army, and one to like our servants. Look at this. They have to spend their own money on food and necessities. I think that means that we need another cook. I really don't understand how to like solve that problem, but I'm just gonna go ahead and just assign another cook there just in case. It's crazy that I have more cooks than laborers, but I feel like I have too many cooks. Like I feel like I just have too many cooks. Speaking of, we probably need to make a bigger kitchen now that we have 5 cooks. So let's go ahead and do that. Maybe. I actually kind of like the idea of putting it here. Yeah, I kind of like that. Let's make sure that we have the right kind of roof on it. Like this. We don't need another foraging family. We definitely don't need another rope making family. Who's starving? This is bad. The fact that people are starving, the rope making family, the fact that the rope making family is starving is really, really bad. I'm going to assume that's happening because there's like really not that much need for rope, actually, as it turns out. I'll tell you what, to sort of give them, well, okay, first things first, I'm just going to go ahead and give them like some stuff that they need. I'll give them like, how do I not have any gold? Oh no, that's resources that they own. Whew, okay, I was about to be worried for a second. Hold on. I'm going to put the speed on 1 real quick because we really need to double check our taxes down on those like richer families below. But first I'm going to go ahead and like just grant this rope making family a bunch of resources. We're going to give them 2 gold to get them through a little bit of time. Let's give them just like a little bit of food so they don't spend all their money on it themselves. we'll give them like just like some of these like lesser resources that they want. And ooh, goodness, they want a lot of yard. We'll just go ahead and grant them that. And I think what's happening with them is that like they're like there's nobody really buying their rope, right? Because like we really only needed it like for like the milling family and for like a couple other like small things. And like now that here actually let's do a couple other small things. And like now that like we've sort of built what we needed with it, like we don't really need it that much anymore. We can build a mine shaft, which I believe like uses rope, like consistently like needs it to function. I'm not actually sure. No, I have so many laborers. I don't know why they're not doing this. Oh, here we go. Monk initiated. Let's see. Is it a Sunday? 1 day until PAX. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it was a Sunday. So yeah. So the monks only do get initiated on Sundays. That's fine. Sorry, I know we're jumping around. I know I said I'd keep the speed on 3 and I'd stop jumping around so much, and then I just kept it on 4 and didn't. This Savage Pippon is going to definitely become our minister here. And now they should be holding, I think, 7 days until Sunday service. So yeah, so in 7 days, they're all going to come into the church over here. And actually, I'm going to sort of build up this church just a little bit. Take me to church. Like I'm going to give it like nice floors, and we're going to do the same thing over here actually with the town hall. We're going to give it like nice floors, and this actually is going to need more benches. I did test this out on a previous game, and you can just like stack benches like this. Like they won't actually like get in each other's way. So I'm just going to go ahead and just like do that just because like we have like a pretty big population. And I really don't think that this will support like our entire population coming to church, but like we can get like probably pretty darn close. So we're going to go ahead and just get as close as we can. I think we can do like, yeah, let's do that. And then we can do like wooden chairs to fill out the extra space. I do really want to come back here on Sunday and like make sure that like the space is being like filled properly. Like people are actually sitting in all these and they're not like blocking each other's like area to sit in. I'm pretty sure it'll work, but like I just want to make sure, you know. But I'm almost positive that they can walk over these and then like sit in them. So we're gonna see, you know. We are gonna see. Ooh, like that. Okay, yeah, well, yeah, that's hopefully that's gonna be fine. And I kind of want to do the same thing over here, but I have like low key lost interest in the town hall because like why aren't they building this like what like oh it's probably the stinking wood. Here, listen, okay, because wood's clearly a problem. I'm just gonna go ahead and adjust the priorities over here. I tell myself that I need to do this all the time. Where like if I'm like not getting a resource, I'm like, oh, it'll pop up eventually when like I have a button that I can do to like force a family to like start making that resource, and I just really need to like start using that button more often. But I think we're going to be fine. So the clergy should be the ones building all that stuff because that's their zone. The clergy should be the ones building all this stuff too because this is their zone, and it does look like they're going to be doing that. I should actually really focus on let's see. Limestone tiles floor. Let's I think I have limestone tiles. Let's double check here. If not, I'm pretty sure that they were producing them over there. There's stone tiles. I could have sworn that these folks were producing limestone tiles down here for like at least a minute. Those are 47 stone tiles. They only have 6 limestone tiles, so they haven't produced that much, but they do have 47 stone tiles, so I'm going to go ahead and see, I just had favorite points added there, so I think it happens at the end of summer is when you can get favorite points added. But luckily, we don't really need them. I mean, 8-person smelting family, 7-person mining family, honestly, yeah, we're going to take them. Because, yeah. Because that's just the way to do this. I do want to give them. Oh, you know what? We're producing carpet now, so let's go ahead and do that to sort of support the rope makers a little bit. Let's just put it in there like that. I do also want to start replacing these walls with stone walls now that we have. Now that we have an architect. Obviously the architects are probably like when we first got our carpenter, I don't know if y'all remember from like 3 or 4 videos ago, our carpenters were like And they still are, actually. It looks like they were like resource like blocked, like they just didn't have enough like resources to do all the things that they needed to do. And yeah, and I think our carpenters or our architects are probably going to run into a similar thing right now until we can like really get this the situation over here like up and running, like our like mining into masonry sort of like production pipeline. Let's see what this inaccessible wooden bridge. I really don't know why they're not building this more quickly. Like it's pretty ridiculous. Like I like honestly, like what are they doing all day? I think hold on, let me I think that when you have like 3 laborers, or I guess I have 4 laborers, like I honestly know. I have no idea what they're doing all day long. Like, are these my laborers? That's yeah, okay, that's one of the cooks. That's a day jailer. I really don't know. I don't know what my stinking laborers are doing all day. Honestly, they might need more beds. No, well, they probably need more beds in here. Let's go ahead and give them like one more bed right there. Oh gosh, I do hate when like put something down and the screen moves all the way to the end like that to like show me that a new family has come in. Yeah, see that? Let's erase this blueprint. Yeah, okay, perfect. We're gonna go ahead and put a thing here. And actually, now that we have, do we have wood and planks? We have planks. Why do we have no wood? Well, because I want to build them these noble double beds, or at least expensive beds, but they both require wooden planks. Honestly, even the wooden double beds, like these nicer beds, require wood and planks, and we just straight up do not have wood. I'm going to assume that the carpenters don't have wood either, because, like, obviously, like, all of these unused... I mean, these are all, like, planks, like, board roofs, but, like, still... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and assume that they just don't have what they need. Now, these are the tanners. I'm actually pretty hesitant to accept the tanners because we're at 136, and I think that our current population estimate limit is like 140. And even if we take a family size of 3 tanners, that's just like IMO. Like, that's just too close to the limit. I really don't want to get anybody more until we have another farmer. And honestly, unless a farmer comes in like right now and we can get them set up to like start producing throughout this last like rest of the autumn part right here, like I really don't think it'll be worth it to like get anybody until like late winter again. So what we do want to do is we want to take the Seeley family here, and we want to send, okay, we said we're going to send one to the clergy, one to the servants, and one to the army. We do need to go deal with those shortly, but this household here is going to go to my new mining family, the Greens. I thought we already had a family named Green, but maybe without an E at the end. We definitely want a bigger masoning family, but for now they're gonna have to do. Oh yeah, look at that! Look at that. Our rope makers are the Greens, and our miners are also the Greens. So that's fun. So this is a 2, 4, 6, 7 pot family. This little house right here can't really support 7 people, so we're just gonna go ahead and give them a second house, right next to it. And there's 7 of them, so like actually I'm not really worried about them having to cut down the forest to build that house. They'll be just fine. And that should give them all the space that they need. Now we're gonna go ahead and give them this mining field right here. Yeah, we're gonna do this. Now you might ask, like, what's the point of like taxing them 10% of like their resources going to the clergy each season? Like, why would the clergy care about getting like raw mining materials? And the reason that I leave it like that is because like what the clergy is going to do, and they're going to like engage in like the market with resources that they don't need. So like when they get like raw mining resources, they're going to sell those on the market eventually. Like, see, they have coal right here, and they're not going to use it for anything, but like they'll sell it on the market and they'll make a little bit of money, and they can like support themselves like that. And so I just always like leave like a little bit for them. Like of all the stockages, like I send a little bit to the clergy just so they can play the market and like make a little money, and like I don't really have to worry about like gifting them like gold every season or whatever. Like they can just like do whatever they're doing, and like I don't have to worry about them at all. Speaking of, let's take a quick look at I gotta slow down, man. Let's just take a quick look at our recruits here. So we do have just 1 recruit. I'm thinking, honestly, a second night guard should probably do, especially with a population this big. Also, I don't know if you guys have been noticing, but when you make guards, what you want to do is you want to set up these guard posts right here. I have 2 just in my warehouse. I actually don't know if that's like the best place to put them. Like maybe I should have put them like in the public areas over here, so like the guards can like watch out. Although to be fair, like I haven't seen any like notifications that like villagers are fighting or a crime has been committed in like a long time, and I also haven't seen like anybody like get sent to jail. So I actually really think that my number of guards is like working for my population level, which is pretty crazy because like I'm at 100 and like let's 136 people, and I have like 4 total guards, like 2 for the day, 2 for the night. So like really like they're like less than 2% of my population is guards or something like that, or maybe not quite, but like somewhere between like 2 and like 2, like okay, you get what I'm saying. Like there's very few guards for like the number of people, and like somehow they're like keeping order, or maybe my people are just like happy. And they're like not broke, and they don't need to like commit crimes to like get like what they need. I am pretty concerned that like a lot of these roofs aren't built. I was really hoping when we put all those build orders in. Let me just grant a bunch of. I know that like 98. I only have like 98 planks here, and giving it to the lorries, to the carpenter family. Like they need over 2,000 planks. Like that's how many planks they need for this absolutely massive like restructuring of all of our roofs. That we put the orders in for. But like, boy howdy, that is absolutely crazy. Maybe I should just like set this like literally strictly only to plank production. And in fact, I think I'm going to do that. Like these guys are just producing planks now. Like they're not doing anything else. Although I guess they need wood to make planks. So, okay, hold on. We have a farming family coming up here, and we're 100% going to accept them. I just want to look at the royal forest here. So the sawhorse takes 1 wood and makes 3 planks. And if we look at the zones, if we look at the zones, the royal forest, so it consumes wood to produce planks, but it also produces wood. I'm going to go ahead and guess that the wood is basically like a raw production from this. So I think that if we want to maximize, so again, we're doing 1 wood makes 3 planks. So I think if we want to like maximize our production, we want to do a 1 to 3, right? Because for every 1 wood that they take, they'll produce 3 planks. So they're literally all of the wood that they're harvesting goes straight into plank production. And so I think that if we just want to produce planks, this is the ratio that we want right here. We're just going to go ahead and like let that happen. These guys over here, honestly, we're going to leave them. So here's the thing. We wanted them producing wood, I think, because these guys have none, and like we really want them to. That's actually pretty frustrating that they haven't. Look at that. We're making good meals. Hell yeah. That these guys aren't set up and running, because like the bakers, look at this. The bakers have their ovens. I don't even have wood to gift to them, which is like super frustrating. And I don't want to buy it off the market, because like I want them to be able to buy it off the market as soon as they can. And again, like wood, plank, stone, rope. Well, we see that they have stone here. They have rope here. They have planks there. Like they literally just need wood. And are these guys even producing? Here, we're gonna go ahead and accept them real quick. 6-person. Oh, hell yeah, six pot farming family. That's just what we want. Oh, you know what it is? Maybe it's because they're like basically, look at this. They've cut down like the whole forest. So let's just give them like more forest to cut down. Maybe that's what's going on here. Actually, I'm going to leave that for these guys to expand to. These guys can just expand to the south. Like maybe that's what it is. Like it looks like they're just like out of trees to cut down. And maybe that's like my fault for not like giving them enough land. These like high pop, like tin pop, like families, like forester families, like they really can just like burn through your land pretty quickly. Luckily, they're very environmentally conscious. Like they're always like replanting trees in their wake as they cut them down. So like, they really keep it. They really keep it green and hundo P and all that good stuff as they as they just burn through your forests. But yeah, hopefully they'll start producing a few more. Let's look at the accounting report here. Yeah, look at that. You can see. Well, let's look at last season. Last season they only produced 74 wood, and that's probably why we're running low on wood. This season we're already producing. Lots of wood. Whoa. Oh, look at this. I've actually never seen this screen before. Let it be known that our love is as deep as the richness of your treasury and as wide as your might and glory. We humbly ask you to give us your blessing for our marriage. Accepting this will cause the following pair to enter into marriage, and one of them will join the listed family. Mary Antonia Laurie from our carpentry family, and Lauger Desjardins from our mining family. I don't know. Oh, they both have 0 children. Refusing will hurt your relationship and the couple may break up. Now, highest level of family profession is Laurie. I think that what this is saying is that the Mason is going to join the carpentry family, and I think I'm fine with that. I'm actually not sure. I'm going to accept it. I've never done a marriage before, and that's like super fun. I'm actually pretty curious. So here's the Masons. Okay, so it looks like that Mason did leave the family, and he must have joined the carpentry family. Yeah, look at that. And you can even see. Oh, look at that. So he has skills for both carpentry and masonry. That's super interesting. I've never done that before. I've never done a marriage before, and I've even had I've even had like. I guess honestly, I usually don't set up a church. I guess that's what it is. I really usually don't set up a church. I did have one game though, like I said, where I like tested like all these church pews and it like worked. But I didn't have any marriages in that game. Anyway, so one day until the Sunday service, I do want to keep an eye on this and make sure that like I submit myself to you with the deepest desire to serve you. Please allow me to join your courtyard. I swear you will not regret your choice. I've literally never seen this before. Politics. Who the heck is Elisaria Vernon? What the hell? I've literally never seen these screens before. Own zones 13, family size 23. Is this like Vernon? Is this like one of the other hold on. There's some weird stuff happening here. Let me look at my laborers real quick. There's no way. What is going on? There are stories among our people about your endless generosity and true greatness. Surely you would not mind sharing your wealth with your people. To satisfy this request, you shall satisfy. Yeah. I mean, of course, I'll give the brewing family. Of course, I'll give them. They literally want 30 silver. I'm like out here like granting like 2 gold all the time, and they just want 30 silver. I'm gonna go ahead and accept that. Oh, you know what's probably going on? I'm going to look into Elisaria Vernon in a second. She was a smelter. That's interesting. I think this is happening. Yeah. This is happening because of the town hall. Wow, that's crazy. That's really cool. Let's see. We approach you in a crucial time with a request most unusual. Our hearts are taking us off this land, but our oath to serve you is sacred and we must uphold it. Will you release us? A farming family wants to leave. I honestly, I don't think we can let a farming family go. I think we're gonna have to refuse this request. And in fact, we have another farming family that we need to set up. Actually, in fact, let's go through and just like click on all these again. Let's see. How is our family supposed to work when the material that we need is so hard to come by? May you please find space in your treasury to share with your humble peasants. They want 4 gold. Oh, they want 4 clothes and 23 silver. I'm going to go ahead and grant them that. Oh yeah, but what we want to do is, so I guess this is like one day until Sunday service day. So I guess on Saturdays is like public hearing day. It has been long enough for me to work in the fields. Give me a weapon and a purpose and I will show you my might. Now this is a rope maker. A rope making family is really big. So I'm going to go ahead and allow them into the military. And we can like find a thing for them. This is really interesting. So it looks like that ended. Okay. So I guess today is public hearing day. Okay, so Saturdays are public hearing day, and then Sunday service day is the next day. That's really interesting. That's really cool. See, I knew there was something fun with that town hall. I've just never played with it before. 10 days until tax payment day, 12. Okay, see, yeah. See here, 10 days until tax payment days, 12 days until stewardry pay days. I think it was like in maybe like 2 videos ago, I was talking about stewardry, trying to figure out, and I think I said it was 2 days later after tax payment day, and in fact it is. But let's take a look here real quick. Let's go through all of our families. Just make sure that everybody owns something. We do want to replace our masonry family. Like, they're definitely too small at this point. But we really need to oh wait, I thought I had a new farming family. Okay, yeah, the Guyots. And they're a 6-pot family, so we're gonna need to give them a pretty nice size farm. We will 100% get there. We just want to make sure we're just watching here and making sure that everybody owns something, like what we expect them to own. And everything looks pretty good, right? They own 2 houses, so let's go ahead and get a 3-person farm. I could have sworn at some point that I set up a bigger farming template, but what I'm gonna do is I guess we can do it like that's gonna cut into it. Here, we're just gonna take this. We're just gonna take this right here, and we're gonna expand it like. We're just gonna take up all the available remaining land. Actually, let's just do that, and we're gonna make it all farming soil. We're gonna give this to the Guyots. There are 6 of them, so, and it's only halfway through autumn, so like hopefully they can get a little bit of production out of this before the winter comes. Hopefully enough to like last them at least through the winter, like just enough food for that. Let's make sure that we're going to only do, we're not going to do any of these like wheat and grain producing foods for them. One, because like our stinking bakery still isn't set up because we don't have enough like wood for a milling family. These guys, at the end of last year, I remember I set them up and I didn't give them, I guess I did give them like barley and wheat. So we're going to go ahead and leave that. Maybe it was these guys. Yeah, well, I gave them rye. Okay, that's fine. So these guys. Oh yeah. So let's just make sure that we're on our game here. Soil. We'll leave that at like we'll take it down to 15% instead of 10 this time. We don't need apples or butter or cheese or pears. That should be good. They're gonna need a house. There's 7 of them, so we're gonna want to give them. We'll give them. We'll give them like. No, we'll give them a big house. I just wanted to keep like the symmetry of like this like area here going, but it's fine. We're gonna. I just want to return that. Yeah. So this is gonna go to the Guyots. There you go. Okay. So Sunday service is hosted. Oh yeah. I'm glad that popped up because I want to come look at. Oh yeah, look at that. See, so they are sitting in the seats like back to back to back. So it's not like these chairs are getting in the way of one another, right? So that's good. That's good. Yeah. And we're look at that. We're low on wood and planks right now. Let's take a look at this real quick and see if giving them more land has like upped their wood production. 50, and we're like halfway through. So last season was 74 total. So like it did up it a little bit because we're only halfway through. So we'll probably get to about 100. One thing in this game that I'm not quite sure what to do with after like basically ever, honestly, is like wood rods, because I think they're like basically only useful for building plated roofs. But like the way that I play, like you've seen me do this for like 7 or 8 hours at this point. Is that like I basically go straight from like thatched roofs, straw, to like the for the carpentry, like board roofs, and skip straight over the plated roofs. So like I really don't see like what I'm supposed to do with all these wood rods. And you can even see like, well, I guess I'm not collecting. Look at that. Like I have 791. Like what am I supposed to do with those wood rods? I guess what I can do is I can come in here and I can like try to sell them to the caravans, but wood rods, caravans, I'm just going to sell like all of them. But like, I don't think the caravans are going to buy those. Like they're not going to want those. Like I don't want those, you know? Let's just take a look at these royal forests. They're looking pretty good. we're looking pretty hot over here. Now we're going into winter. Let's take out look at our population. So our max estimated population I think was 150. And now that we've added a six pop family, we can call that 180. Yeah, we'll call that 180. Um, and So hopefully we can get through the winter. Now I am concerned that, I mean, I guess we're fine because even with this additional family here, we haven't even hit the previous 150 limit. So like, hopefully there's enough food floating around in the economy to support everybody. Looks like our meals are looking good. We don't have any of these notifications over here that's like, like whatever, like, oh, they're spending their own money on food and beverage, so that should be fine. This is a three size brewing family. We already have a three size brewing family. I literally cannot tell you why it's taking my laborers like just so long. Like what are they doing? Like they're not building these roofs, right? They're not tearing anything down. Like they literally have nothing to do. Like are they just standing around in a field? No, these are the cooks standing around in the field. That's the military. Oh yeah, we should check on that recruit actually real quick. Let's check on the clergy. I don't think we have any. We don't have any more monks. We still have these four novices. 100. Sorry, I'm looking down here. 100 reading, 91 writing, 86 consecration. So I give it like another season maybe, and Plectrude is going to be good to go. Holder from the St. Ovens is also is not really that close. Sol Drilled Alpine is not even nowhere near, and Geronima Selly is also nowhere near. That was right. That was one thing I wanted to check was we do need to do something. Oh, I thought one of those options. One of the people asked us to like join our. Maybe they joined the Night Guard was what it was. Maybe I just like had already like popped up a Night Guard spot there, or maybe they joined the soldiers. No, I have no idea. Anyway, the laborers here, Vernon. Yeah, I wanted to see like where the heck did Vernon come from, and I'm suspicious that she might be from the nobles. No, there's no Vernon here. I literally have no idea where she came from. I guess maybe the idea is like these nobles have their own areas and their own families, and like they and she came from one of their families, but like her family size was 23 people. That's ridiculous. Like my biggest family is 10. Yeah, like gotta be like 10 max. That's just crazy. But I don't know, maybe now that I have everything set up with like marriages and all that stuff, maybe I'll actually start getting like bigger family sizes. We will certainly find out. It does look like the Guyots over here are actually planting some stuff, which is pretty great. Okay, so we have a smelting family coming in. I'm 6 people. I'm pretty hesitant to accept them. Like we have the smelting area set up over here already for them, so they will start producing like ingots and stuff. And we do have the mining family. I'm just afraid of food. I'm just afraid of running out of food, honestly. Um, I mean, that would just bring us up to our population. Our previously expected population limit was like 150-ish, and this is 6 people, so this brings us up to 148. Um, I don't like going into the winter with a fresh family, like just approaching our population limit, but honestly, the last 2 winters have been fine, and I've just been scared going into them. So I'm going to go ahead and risk it. We're gonna roll the dice, and we're just going to accept the Menzies family here. And yeah, we're just going to go ahead and see if this works out for us. Um, let's go ahead and pop them over here. Let's see, where are they? The Menzies family. There we go. And we're gonna pop them down here. Now, unfortunately, we are coming up on the hour mark. Gosh, these episodes are just going by so quick when I record, and I feel like I'm talking so fast and trying to do so much stuff. And I look over at the time, and it's 58 minutes, and I'm like, goodness gracious. So our let's sort of take stock of where we are real quick. This episode might go a little over an hour, just so we can sort of take stock of where we're at. So in terms of production chains, we really don't have our like tannery leather workshop set up yet, and I do want to get that set up. Those guys are like up here. We only got as far as the like from the hunting area into the butchery, but we still want to get a tannery and the leather workshop set up. We do have our mining field, our masonry, and we're just about to get our furnace. So that's going to start producing us like ingots and stuff, and then we can move on to the forge and probably the mint and jewelry workshop from there. So that'll be pretty exciting. We honestly probably should have accepted a theater family a while ago, but there's not much we can do about that. Our ruler reputation is 96%, so that's we haven't even looked at this yet in all these 7 videos, but it's smart to come over here and look at it because people will start uprisings against you if you don't have a good ruler reputation. It looks like we're keeping our people happy. I mean, really, as long as like they have like money and stuff, and food, they shouldn't be. Now my average happiness for my high council isn't great, but that's probably because they're still living in like ugly like situations. So like they're gonna be fine. It does feel really good to have this whole high council area like all the way filled out. Like that just feels excellent. We have plenty of laborers and cooks. I am seeing another like spending own money on this, so I'm gonna make another cook, I guess. Right, they're spending their own money on necessities, food or bed. And it's not bed because they're sleeping in a bed, so it's got to be food. I just can't imagine that like this many cooks is like not enough to feed like everybody. Like we have 5 cooks, and like sure we have like 2, 4, 6 laborers and a family size of 10. Or sorry, family size of 4. I guess we should count all the people at the High Council, but not the bishop and the minute. I don't know. It's really hard to count how many people the cooks need to feed. Like there's only 6 military members plus these 4 plus these 3, so 9 military members. 9 military members, and the cooks need to feed themselves too, I guess. But like, still, Okay, I'll add another cook. I'll just bite the bullet and do it. Now somebody's starving, and that's not good. The butchers are starving. Okay, we're just gonna have to deal with that at the start of the next episode because we're already at like over an hour. Thank you all like so much if you're like still with me. If anybody at all is listening to this, like thank you so much. Like please sound off in the comments. Like let me know you're there. Let me know you're watching. Let me know what you think. And let me know you know like how you're like doing and all that stuff. Please give me the engagement, okay? I'll see you guys in the next video. I honestly am not sure if I'll record another one tonight. So if I come in next time and I forget a bunch of stuff, it's because there might be like a big like time jump in between like the recording of this and the recording of the next episode. But I'll talk to you all later.